everybody. This is the Whispering Voice. If, of course, you remember who I am. So firstly, I would like to apologise for the delay and length of time over the last few weeks of videos not being made. It has been on the back of my mind a great deal because, as you all know, you've shared a big part of my life since I started these videos, and you've always been there for me, and I've always seen you as part of my life now. And with I always thought after my uncle passed away I would have more time to make videos and do different things, but it never turns out like that. There seems to be something to do all the time. Not that I mind, but not enough hours in the day. But hopefully now things will change slightly anyway, and I can make videos because I do miss making them, to be honest. It's it's the Whisper community. It's a very unique thing in itself, but to have so much happiness and kindness within that community is, I should think, unheard of in other sort of categories within YouTube. I would also like to say a hello to a Swedish friend I have, and I'm going to try and say her name if I can, the way I think it should be. I did say at one time she was called Helena, but of course that would be the British way of saying it, but I think it should be Helena. So, hello to you, and I hope you're very well, and I know you have cats, and if they're anything like mine, they run rings around you, and you do exactly what they say. But the weather we've had here in, North Wales anyway, and throughout the country, we've had sort of a month's rain in a matter of days, and down south, the south of England, they were in a drought, and they had a hosepipe ban. Now, it's a very strange situation at the moment because they still have drought status, yet they've had flooding, which is it's sort of a freak event really, but hopefully once this wet weather starts to sink into the ground, that's when we should get back to normal. The rivers will rise, the reservoirs and lakes. We have many lakes and reservoirs here in North Wales, as some of you may know, with especially in and around Snowdonia, because of the height of the mountains and the deep valleys and things. It's we're quite lucky really. Now I am recording grey cat has decided to sleep on the chair where I recorded, and I didn't want to wake her up. I know people think, it's only a cat. Get a grip of yourself. But no, I don't want to disturb her, really. She seems very content and in a deep sleep. I sometimes see them, their paws start shaking as if they're dreaming about things, which is funny to watch. I must try and film it one day. But yes, it's so I hope you can't hear any noises or anything here. Not that there is any, but I can hear a clock ticking. But maybe you won't be able to hear it, but I think you will somehow. So yes, I was going back to the heavy rain we've had. It's a dull day today. No rain, but it is forecast slightly. Very overcast clouds, but it's not bad for the. It could be worse. There is still snow on the top of some of the Snowdonia Range, the mountains up there. Hopefully this summer. What I did plan was going up one of the mountains in Snowdonia and taking you with me, and then we stay the night on the mountain, and if it's a clear night, you can see the stars. You can see is absolutely amazing because there's no light pollution, but just to sit there, if it's a warm evening, just lie there gazing at the stars, just thinking about nothing. It's so relaxing. But the big amazement, if you camp overnight, which I will do, and of course you can camp with me, and of course you'd have to share the tent, but in the morning to see the sunrise is absolutely amazing. I don't think a camera can catch the true sense of it all, the feeling, I can't think of the word really. Well, yes, the feeling of it when you actually see it. It's amazing, but a camera can't quite catch it as good as being there. But that is one of the plans for the summer. Someone did ask me as well, have I managed to, in the spring, normally in March, the beginning of March, the silver birch tree, you can drill into it and get some of the liquid, the sap. Now the sap of a tree is normally very sticky and thick, but in March, when the tree obviously is starting to sprout new leaves and new life, the sap becomes very, very thin, almost like water, and that means it can send the sap right up to the top of the tree, right into the canopy, and obviously that feeds the as I said, drain, put a hole into the bark, and you can, if you know what to do, it has to be done properly, otherwise the tree can bleed to death, believe it or not. So you have to know how to drill into it, take the liquid out, and then plug it. And there's no harm to the tree then, but it's a refreshing drink and very good for you. But that's of the tree of the silver birch, and you can tell a silver birch because of its silvery bark, which becomes very flaky. It's almost like paper. But I haven't done that this year, but when I do it, it'll have to be next year again, I suppose. You can, I'll film it for you to see. But yes, there's no difference here really. Cats sleeping, eating, sleeping. And yes, nothing else really. It's just a quick update, really, to apologise and for my length of delay, and for you to know that I do still think about you, and I miss you really. It's miss doing these, and we've seen there's a few of the Whisper community who have gone. Some quite famous whisperers really, some of the big names, and they've just gone. People like Wandering Whisper and Lily Candilum. I think I've said that right. Lily Candilum. She had a lot of subscribers, but there we go. It's people have lives, and lives change and things change, and maybe they will be back one day. But whatever they do, I wish them all the happiness in the world, and good luck. And we may see them again. But I'm not going to leave. No, I've got a strong bond with you people. You've been good to me, and as I said, it's been a big part of my life, and it's a great. Some people making videos is a form of relaxation for me as well. So if people are listening to it, feel relaxed, you can in your mind know I'm relaxed in making the video, and I get a lot of pleasure and enjoyment from it. Yeah, very good. So I will not waffle on any longer. It's a relatively short video, but just to say I'm still here, still alive. Just been very busy, and I must cut down a bit. But a lot of my work is dealing with my uncle's estate, you see, his property, and it needs things doing to it, and you have to meet people to show them what to do, and then you have to all sorts of different things, and there seems to be something every day, you see, but hopefully now that will gradually slow down, he says. Not very convinced by his own words. There's another interesting thing. Some of you all, some know I work for the government, And some people say, oh, you work for the Secret Service, MI5 or MI6. Now there's a chap from North Wales, funny enough, and he worked for MI6, and he was found dead in his flat in London in a bag in the bath. You may have heard, or may not have. There's parts of well, they're still looking into it, put it that way. But this person said to me that I worked for MI6, but I'd like to say that MI6 are the international branch of the British Secret Service, but MI5 deal mainly with the British side of things, which means MI5 deal with the UK, but MI6 do international British intelligence. But that's about it, I think. Yes, so I don't work for the Secret Service, by the way. But anyway, thank you for listening. I won't babble on anymore. Thanks for listening, and thank you for your patience. And I'll speak to you